Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another hip hop video for y'all, and I just want to chat with y'all. Now, this artist is a boss. This artist, besides him being like a well recognized lyricist in the rap game, being a well recognized lyricist in the mainstream, this artist is definitely a boss. He's an entrepreneur. He owns a bunch of like Wingstop restaurants. And this artist also even has like a book that he's the author of, The Perfect Day to Boss Up. And I've been reading that book lately, and so far, I've been enjoying reading the book, but this artist is a boss. To tell you the truth, to be honest with you, I understand people be having their opinions about certain artists, and I also understand that there are like a lot of certain stuff that do be going on in the music industry that is sensitive because just like Puff Daddy is getting called out for all the stuff that he did with Cassian, and it seems like Jay-Z may be another artist that may get called out too. But I mean, I always had a feeling. I always knew that Puff Daddy was like one of those shady individuals in the music industry with the way he did his artist. I don't even know if Machine Gun Kelly is still signed to Bad Boy anymore, because that's the thing. Y'all remember when when Machine Gun Kelly came out with the hit song Wild Boy featuring Waka Flocka Flame back in 2011, and that was also the same year he released his debut album Lace Up. But yeah, that was when Machine Gun Kelly, when he had first signed to Bad Boy with Puffy, and just like he mentioned in the song, I'm a bad boy because I'm with Diddy, he mentioned that in the song Wild Boy with Waka Flocka Flame. But yeah, the other artist that I'm gonna discuss with y'all about, this is an artist that comes from the ATO. He comes from Atlanta, Georgia. Before his solo career had took off, he was a part of the rap group Play a Circle, and they did a hit song with Lil Wayne called Duffel Bag Boy. Yeah, the two artists that I'm gonna discuss with y'all is Rick Ross and Two Chainz. Rick Ross versus Two Chainz. Who would win in a battle between Rick Ross versus Two Chainz? My fellow Rick Ross fans, my fellow Two Chainz fans, let's have a discussion about this. Chat with me, engage with me, drop me a comment in the comment section. But who do y'all got winning in a battle between Rick Ross versus Two Chainz? And before I start off this video, I saw something that Rick Ross, he actually wanted to do a versus against Two Chainz, but y'all know what I be talking about when I be saying who would win. I'm talking about a rap battle, because it seems like the beef between Rick Ross and 50 Cent still hasn't been squashed as of yet. Like Rick Ross and 50 Cent, they still got beef to this day. They never squashed the beef. But I'm gonna give you my answer of who do I feel would win in a battle between Rick Ross versus Two Chainz. Here's my answer. A battle between Rick Ross versus Two Chainz would be a classic. This is a battle that could definitely go either way. Like a lot of people be talking about saying that Rick Ross is not really all that. If you ask me, Rick Ross is lyrical. Rick Ross is a lyricist. Rick Ross can spit. You know what I mean? Rick Ross is dope. Now, I do understand that Rick Ross, and to tell you the truth, to be honest with you, I don't like the verse, but the song that Rick Ross did with Rocco, the song UOENO, you don't even know, the verse where he goes like, he puts you know what all up in her champagne and she don't even know it. Like, Rick Ross had offered an apology about that, because a lot of people feel that he was like promoting, like a you know what. And the reason why I'm saying you know what is because, when it comes down to YouTube, with certain stuff, with certain words you can't really say. But yeah, the song UOENO. But yeah, Rick Ross, if you ask me, Rick Ross, when it comes down to mainstream hip hop, I do feel that Rick Ross is a lyricist that we do need in the mainstream. Now, Two Chainz, on the other hand, Two Chainz gets busy. Two Chainz has worked with some of the greatest. I mean, Two Chainz, he's done songs with Eminem. And I'm gonna do another video about this too because Rick Ross, besides the beef that he has with 50 Cent, there was a point, there was even a point where he even had took a shot at Eminem, and I think Eminem had did a freestyle about it over Drake's over instrumental. I'm gonna do another video about that, but yeah, Two Chainz, he's worked with some of the best. Two Chainz has worked with Eminem. Two Chainz has worked with Lil Wayne. Like Two Chainz actually has two collab albums with Lil Wayne. Two Chainz has worked with Drake, and I think Two Chainz has even done stuff with Rick Ross too. I'm pretty sure Two Chainz and Rick Ross have done a lot of stuff together. And that's another thing too. Two Chainz, he's also done some stuff with Dr. Dre too. Rick Ross has done stuff with Dr. Dre. Rick Ross has done stuff with Jay-Z. There's actually a song on Rick Ross' album God Forgives I Don't, an album that he released back in 2012. There's a song that he did on that album that's featured Dr. Dre and Jay-Z. But yeah, this is a battle that could go either way. Who do I feel would win in a battle between Rick Ross versus Two Chainz? I got Rick Ross winning the battle. Now, I'm not saying that Rick Ross would easily destroy Two Chainz. Two Chainz could give Rick Ross a whole lot of trouble. Yeah, I mean, if you ask me, Rick Ross is like more lyrical than Two Chainz, but I do feel that Two Chainz could definitely give Rick Ross a whole lot of trouble in a battle, but I got Rick Ross winning this battle. I got Rick Ross getting the victory. You know, Rick Ross, it seems to me like Rick Ross is one of those lyricists in the mainstream that people don't really like respect. And I mean, from my understanding, far as I know, like Rick Ross doesn't even have a ghostwriter. I think Rick Ross has actually ghost written for some artists in the music industry. Like Rick Ross, when it comes down to his beat selection, Rick Ross be rapping on some of the best beats ever. I mean, especially like the beat that Rick Ross was rapping on for the song 10 Jesus Pieces. Like 10 Jesus Pieces, that's one of my favorite joints by Rick Ross. But Two Chainz is a dope beat picker too. I mean, the song No Lie that Two Chainz did with Drake, the beat for that song is dope. And just like the beat for the song Feds Watching that Two Chainz had did with Pharrell, that beat is dope. The beat that Two Chainz used for the song Used To, I mean, both of these artists are like masters at their craft, but I got Rick Ross winning this battle. But Two Chainz would give Rick Ross a whole lot of trouble in a battle, but I still got Rick Ross getting the victory. My fellow Rick Ross fans, my fellow Two Chainz fans, let's have a discussion about this. Chat with me, engage with me, drop me a comment in the comment section. Who would win in a battle between Rick Ross versus Two Chainz? Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. Love y'all.